Good afternoon. Welcome to French American TV. So I have today a very special guest, Jacquil Constant. He is in North Hollywood, if I understand well, and he is the executive director of the Haiti International Film Festival. And it's a pleasure to meet you online, although you cannot see me, but you will see me after the recording. And I wanted to first find out how long have you been with the Haiti International Film Festival?
Um, the film festival has been exist. This is our 10th year. I'm actually the founder of the film festival,
Oh,
and yeah, so I started in 2015. So it's 2025.
almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years.
Wow. Has been an easy ride or a hard ride or a rocky ride?
It's been adventurous. It's been a rocky ride, but it's been a labor of love. Just to show the Haitian community in different light that you don't get to see in mainstream. And that was the reason. Usually, most film festivals start out at tragedy. It was out of the earthquake, the Cannes Film Festival. They want to basically change the image of France after Germany took over. Berlin, it was the Cold War festival. Most of the Pan African started after after the LA riots in the 90s. So most film festivals and most artists create art when they want to just kind of reclaim society and they want to show a different image of humanity.
Okay, so most of the producers are in Hollywood or in Haiti. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I was asking the film that you receive, are they produced locally in the United States or are they produced in Haiti?
Both. So we have films produced in Haiti, in the Haitian diaspora, New York, Miami. We have filmmakers in Europe, from France, wherever the Haitian diaspora is. They definitely. I mean, this is a home for them in LA. They get to
Okay.
show their films in Los Angeles and Hollywood.
And do they speak Haitian or what language they speak in those movies?
It's why most it is Haitian Creole, but mostly they have English subtitles.
Oh,
So because our audience is not all Haitian,
hmm.
so we definitely trying to have it open for a global audience.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
you,
English from Creole to Spanish, where they are. If they're, we had a filmmaker that had a film in the Dominican Republic, and the language there primarily is Spanish. So that
oh,
documentary was in Spanish. So it just depends of where the filmmaker are in the dominant knowledge language of that society. They mostly if they were raised there,
mm.
they definitely speak that language.
Okay, sounds good. Now, when you receive a submission for film, you don't necessarily understand it, correct? I mean, you have to have some kind of interpreter.
Actually, I really don't, because since they're subtitled, so that's how most foreign films are, you know. So I don't really have to have an interpreter because I just make it a record. You know, it's required. If it is, you know, in French or Spanish that it's subtitled, then you know that's I think that's how we watch so many films from Netflix, right? Like
Yeah,
we don't speak Korean,
yeah.
but because those films are from inception are thought of globally. So they have English subtitles. So that makes it easy for us. I guess Anglophones.
Okay, so when the festival started with you then 10 years ago and has
Yeah,
moved into being a very important festival because I looked at your website, there's quite a bit of film being presented.
yeah. It because I think after the earthquake, Haitians wanted to show a different image of Haiti, including myself.
Yeah.
I produced my thesis film. It was called Haiti is a Nation of Artists. It's about Haitian artists creating transformational art after 2010 at Cal State Northridge. Then I met 10 other filmmakers, who felt the same way I wanted, and they wanted to restore the image of Haiti and just have a different understanding. And I think most of us were first generation of actually going to film school.
Mm-hmm.
So I think of learning this global cinema, but we felt there was like a whole like there wasn't really an understanding of like Haitian society, or the Haitian American culture. So I think that's why we went back when we wanted to reconnect. I think of 9/11, people wanted to go back. So I think it's very important when something happens is tragic that you have um, a memory, a new future, and I think it made us have a different relationship with Haiti because we went there and shot. And I have many friends of mine who are filmmakers who went back, or it was their first time going to Haiti.
Mm.
Um, so then I was like, it was bigger than my film when I met all these. They had a Haiti Film Festival in New York, I think in 2018, and meeting 20 other filmmakers. Like, whoa, we can have a film festival. So I just called some of my filmmaker
And
friends, and
so
we
you did
started
your
the
own
first one at
film
Cal
before.
State Northridge in 2015. Then the next year it's been at the Barnes Gallery Theater after that. Because if you want people to come from Hollywood, it has to be in the city. It could be in the suburbs. I think to have a proof of concept to show people it could happen. Then we just diversified because the first year we had mostly documentaries. The next year we included narratives, experimental. We just our programming changed because we wanted to make sure that the community felt like they were involved and it wasn't just for academia.
Okay, and you were born in United States?
Yes, I was born in Brooklyn.
Okay, that's what I heard at the beginning. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. So the reason you were interested in doing this kind of festival is because there was one in New York.
No, I went there. I did it before. So I did my film festival before I knew about the one in New York. I think they do theirs every 2 years,
And
but
yours is every
I was
year?
tired of it. Yeah, mine's every year, but
Okay.
theirs is I think they have theirs every 2 years.
Oh,
Um, mhm.
what did you produce when you presented your own film?
Oh, it's called Haiti's the Nation of Artists, and now it's a feature film. I premiered it at Cannes through Pavine Afrique. There was an initiative for filmmakers from the African diaspora. So I was able to showcase the film in 2022. But the year prior, I showed four films from the Haiti International Film Festival in 2021.
And
So
you were selected as one of the film being presented?
yes, to Pavilion Afrique. Yes.
Oh, congratulations! Because I worked at the International San Francisco International Film Festival, and they don't accept like 90% of the film. They keep maybe a very small percentage of the film being entered because there are so many entries. I don't know if you get a lot of entries like that.
I mean, we get entries, but I think since ours particularly to Haiti, either you're a Haitian filmmaker or a non-Haitian filmmaker, as long it shows a positive image of Haiti,
Okay.
or it's realistic. That's the films that we try to because we want to show like there's different. Because I think people just see these negative images and show Haitians with no agency. In our film festival, we want to show that there is agency in the community and just the beauty of the culture and just the diversity. Because I think a lot of people they have a very limited view of Haiti,
Yeah.
and being raised in LA, like every time there's an earthquake, that's what they equate the Haitian with whatever the new earthquake and whatever the new tragedy is, or essentially poverty porn. I
Do you?
I try to show a different
I
image.
hope.
I mean, you can get that on Channel 4 every night. you know, we try to get you something different at the Haiti International Film Festival.
Wow, that's awesome. So you were lucky to be in North Hollywood when the last earthquake happened.
Yeah, actually, the
And not
last
earthquake,
earthquake.
fire. Sorry, fire.
The fire, yeah, I was lucky too. Yeah. So I think that was the first time that it was something that hit me home
Yeah.
because the last two tragedies of Haiti, I was away. I'm abroad. I'm in LA. I sympathize, but it's different when I have friends who had their homes burned. In Altadena, I just went to a we went to a fundraiser last week in North Hollywood.
Mm.
That one of my former co-workers, his family's their homes were burnt to the ground, and
Oh.
we went to this fundraiser on Haitian last week, May 17th, close to Haitian Flag Day. That's May 18th. So
Oh.
I think
Yes, I
this
saw on your
touches you in a different
profile
way
a
that
fundraiser.
people who are going. I think it's different being afar from
Yeah.
destruction than actually knowing people that you went to school with, you work with, and just to see like just the effects on the city. But I was lucky that we are in the flatlands. We're in North Hollywood where we could see everything, but we weren't escorted out of our home or anything like that. So, but my prayers are to the people who are
Affected.
be affected and recovering right now.
Well, that's very nice of you to have done a fundraiser for them. I commend you for that because everybody is into their own problems. They don't want to deal with other people's problems, right? In a lot of time, they say, well, let them deal with the FEMA, the federal government, which is not very effective in a lot of ways. Now, to go back to your festival, you started with a few entries from your friends in New York. When you started the festival,
Yes,
how did you get the word out?
social media, Facebook, Film Freeway it's an online um, website where everybody submits a lot of film festivals. You submit films, so that's how. And just going to like other film festival events, cultural events, and just letting people know that we have a film festival and we have posters. We get support from the city, other film organizations in LA, the small. The Chamber of Commerce, the Hollywood Chamber. I'm a member of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce.
Oh,
So, yeah, business, nonprofit organizations. That's the way that I got the word out. My students. I teach at Pasadena City College, so some of my students. One of my students is the photographer for the film festival. I have another one is a virtual assistant. So yeah, it's who's in my community. You're gonna know I'm in the film festival. Either it's school, business, nonprofit. You know, yeah, it's something I'm passionate about. So wherever I'm around, I definitely bring up the Haiti International Film Festival.
that's awesome. And your next one is in July?
No, the next one is actually in August. So it's August 16th.
August 2025.
Yeah, 2025.
So are you calling for entries or are you done with the entries?
I'm done with the entries for now.
Okay,
So
maybe for next year. Yeah.
yeah, for next year, definitely for next year. Yeah, it just we got support from the LA Department of Cultural Affairs, Color of Congress. We got some grants from that, so that's really helpful, and it keeps us like being intentional with the work that we do. Um, Pasadena City College is very supportive of the film festival.
How many Haitian do you?
So from the students to the Small Business Development Center
Yeah.
at Pasadena City College, yeah, I just try to like find out with a film festival every year. You got to come up with a new theme. You got to get new partnerships. You have to, what I mean, that's kind of like, and I think overall you got to just love. You got to love cinema, you know, and you
How
support
many
it.
Haitian do you estimate are in the US?
I think it's about a million that's in the
Oh,
U.S. Yeah,
big.
no, there's like 1.3. Yeah, especially they probably got more because of the Biden program.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, no,
So
I mean,
it's an
especially when you go to.
important community then.
No, it is. It's definitely because we have, especially in New York, Miami, and now you have Haitians who are moving to Los Angeles too. We have like 50,000 in LA County.
Oh, wow.
Um, so things are definitely because these
I
are
mean,
Haitians who first moved to New York and Miami,
yeah,
and they chose to come to because they usually move when it comes to Los Angeles. They already been to New York and Miami, and they're looking for different professional opportunities.
that's awesome. So Haiti has been on the news only when there was big events, political or natural disasters. So I guess a lot of the film you receive are documentaries of all these events.
I mean, they're all yeah. We get documentaries, we get narratives, we get Haitians are kind of cinephiles. They like all kind of films. They like experimental films. They like narratives. So it really broadened my perspective of showing the audience these different type of films, and they're really receptive to the films. And we have a generation of like probably the second generation that's in film school now,
Yeah.
who are making their films and they work in the industry and they're making their second and third films. So I'm just happy that we have alumni now who are submitting their second and third films to us.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah.
So they get also the support of the studios in Hollywood.
I wouldn't. I mean, some of them. It just depends on what they do. Like Jimmy John Louis, he's pretty prominent, where he gets film. Yeah, he gets support from like Nigeria, films overseas, and he does TV. He's in Hollywood. On Garcelle Buffet. I think you'll find more of the actors probably do television, and then it gives them enough economic to do their own independent projects. So I think you'll find that a lot. Like they do TV, they like kind of do TV and film. Yeah, so they do get support. It just depends on your brand. Depends like how many projects. But our North Star is Jimmy John Louis because he goes to con every year. That's why I went. I was like, Jimmy, you go every year and you do at least 3 or 4 projects. So that's why I went to con because I was like, I wanted to be able to market myself from a global perspective.
You went to Cannes in France?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went to Cannes in 2022. So I went there.
Awesome.
Yeah, they definitely invite me to come back, but I feel like as a filmmaker, like I needed another film.
Yeah.
So the next film I create, definitely I would go back. I had such an amazing experience of
Yeah.
being in.
I saw DiCaprio briefly at the film festival in Cannes. I don't know if you saw it. He gave the award to his mentor. What's his name? I forgot. Anyway, there was a lot of very important personality at the Cannes Film Festival. But yeah, you should go back and network, meet, uh, filmmakers and suggest they enter your festival. I don't know if that's the kind of entry you might want, but you do have international entries. People,
Yeah, definitely. No,
yeah.
I think it's great. No, it's
Oh,
yeah,
it
we
was
had
Robert De Niro. You saw that?
Robert De Niro. Oh yeah, Robert De Niro is yeah, he's
Yeah,
yeah.
he got the award for like a lifetime achievement.
Lifetime, like I think Spike got it a couple years ago. De Niro. I mean, that's what I love about Con. Like they bring in the global community, and they make you feel like you belong.
Hmm.
They like come here next year, monsieur. So I think it's just Americans. I think it's just a different culture. Um, but I think I've gotten. I went to Bikini Faso. That was my first French African film festival that I went and my mom, that was her graduation present. She's like, you want to go to Europe or go to Africa? So I went to Burkina Faso, then later went to France. Yeah, we actually showed my film Haiti's a Nation of Artists with the French students at Pasadena City College. So, I think you sounded French. There's definite appreciation of art and appreciation of culture and philosophy. So I think, yeah, it's probably I'm a film professor from having those influences. As a kid, like um,
You had a lot of connections while you traveled. I mean, I'm sure it's going to build up as you move forward in that
Oh,
festival.
definitely, because you now I'm getting to speak to like Italian producers and French producers who are very strategic and like make sure you put your film at another height. Like it was a kind of like keep that same level. Be selective of where you premiere your film because it keeps the value of it. So I think that's why I went at now my film went at 4 film festivals. The Silicon this in the Bay Area, the African Silicon Valley Film Festival. We won another film festival in south of France. It was a Pan Afrique Film Festival in south of France, and we won another film festival in Africa, and we won a film festival in New York. Haitian Loves Dominicans, like with another organization. So yeah, it's been well received to our global audience. So it that as a filmmaker, that's your dream. You hope that the message of the film that you make, the audience is receptive to your message.
Hmm. And you take regular length movies like 90 minutes and or more, right? You take uh, long films, not just short films.
No, I take it long. Like I try to take features. Unless they ask me if they program, because sometimes an organization they want certain. I try to bring long. If we're going to go on a long trip, like from Los Angeles, you want to bring, long form films. Yeah, last before I did, yeah, I definitely had the film. I had like some long. They had some shorts, but yeah, I definitely want to have long form and short form, so people could see the diversity of the work that we create.
So it
Either
takes
they're Haitian.
a lot of time to go through the submissions. You spend a big part of your life watching those submissions.
You have to, yes. You spend a long time, but I do have a committee, so we watch them together. So it's, because sometimes you're on a fence of certain films, and you need other people's opinion because we only have a limited time. So we want to make sure we show the best with the time that we have.
And
Yeah, because I think this year we're.
do you
Mhm.
stay out of politics? So it could be also, I mean, it could be any topic.
No, it can be politics. Like I don't stay out of it, but it just matters. Is it a good story? That's the
Oh,
most
that
important
okay,
to
that's the
me.
most important.
Yeah.
Okay. So your committee is like a club, you meet once a month and you go through a few.
I think you're a psychic, Aline. Yeah, exactly. We meet once a month. We have our board meetings, and we start strategize how we're gonna build audience, how we're gonna raise money, how we're gonna bring visibility. So yeah, it's and that's how we've been. Yeah, we have new board members, so that's been amazing. Of having people who are in the industry, who are Haitian descent, and really want to propel the film festival. And so I think it's having people to have this passion, and just like having family. My wife has been with me since the beginning of the film festival, and we designed all the posters. She's Mexican American, and just has been really, you know, instrumental and really helpful in the film festival, and just people I graduated from film school with. It's like our communities, people that were my interns before for the film festival, that they come back every year because they enjoy this experience of seeing films that they would never see anywhere else.
Okay, so when I went to the LA International Film Festival, it was in different theaters, presented in different theaters. Do you have just one specific theater in LA or
I
or
have one thing. Yeah, I always show at the Bonzo Gallery Theater, so
which
that's why
one?
I have it. I 16 for the day, unless I may have a screening somewhere else. Like if I have a screening at Pasadena City College, it's not. It's a theater at the college, but usually for the annual film festival, yeah, we have it at the Bonzo Gallery Theater.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. And it goes on for a week?
No, usually it's a day festival, and usually we would go the next week virtual. But I think we're just gonna have it this year, just gonna be just for the day, because we started like that. But I think during COVID, um, since the audience was more global and not everybody was traveling to LA, so we did have the festival online for a couple, me for like since COVID for the last 3 4 years. But I think this year people are not so much online and people want to go. I think they want to go to and we're getting more sponsors. So I think to really take care of our sponsors, I think we're going to focus on the in person, um, and just have some, some maybe workshops virtually. But I think we really want to, have a great experience for the people that actually come to the festival.
Yeah, in-person meetings and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Okay, well, I hope you'll move in that direction. This way you'll get more visibility on the ground.
Yes.
And then you can form a partnership with the New York Haitian International Film.
Yeah. I mean, we'll definitely talk to them because I know they have their film in May. I think this year. I think they May or June. I think they're in June. So I'll definitely reach out to exactly the director. I mean, yeah, it was so great when I was on a panel there. They put me on a panel that I was gonna be like the future of
Haitian.
documentary filmmaking. With hate. So it's like just seeing that, and I think that's what's the space that these independent film festivals do. They see things before you even see them.
Yeah.
Because you're like making your first film. You're like the future. Like I'm trying to navigate, But no, it's great of getting support of these festivals. I mean, that's how myself as a filmmaker, and you learn when you go to these other film festivals. When you learn how they curate, how they put it together. So I think if you want to be the, a great programmer, you have to attend festivals too. I think it's important.
And so you enjoy it. It's part of your life now. I mean, it's like you concentrate most of your time
Yeah,
on it.
it's integrated in my life. Like I love it from Haitian. Like you can see this Haitian art. Um, yeah, like I love film festivals.
How how is
I
Haiti doing nowadays? I know they've been destroyed and rebuilt. How is Haiti now? Have you been lately? No.
I haven't. I hope to go next year.
Okay.
And bring the film festival probably in Okap in northern Haiti.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, that's kind of like just my contribution. Like I started this Haitian bricolage gallery. So we, because I curate Haitian art shows too. So we have an art show at Pasadena City College, and we have another one in Cypress College. So that show at Pasadena is Haiti's a nation of artists. So we'll have art that I have in the Haitian bricolage gallery. So in my home, I have all this art from doing the documentary, and then and it's more like I show more like realism. So we show our heroes, our historical heroes, Henry Christophe, Toussaint. We have our various leaders, Alexander Peshon.
mhm.
So yeah, we definitely try to. I mean, I think when people see these images, these different images of Haiti, they have a different conversation.
The artist of the painting behind you, is that uh, a, an artist that you like? Who is it?
It's an artist. I have to give you a second on the artist name. Yeah, let me. It was Jimmy Prier.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Prier.
Okay, so you go and curate his art?
Yeah, like I collect. Like one of my friends was in Haiti, and he saw this historical art. I said, "That's exactly what I want." You know. So then he brought it to me in California. Like I saw the pictures online, or he sent the image to me through WhatsApp. then I was
and
like, these are the ones that I want. And
and
yeah,
you
so
did
whenever
it?
I go, I always get at least 10 pieces. I always get 10 of it. Or now, since I can't go, I get certain artists just they ship it to me. But they
And
can't
then
until
you go to a
June.
gallery.
I go to a gallery, and there's guys who paint. Like they have like in Petroville, they have a whole block that they just paint art. They put up their art every day, so I buy it. I buy it from these artists
Really?
that put up. Yeah, yeah, and then I get it framed. When it get here, then I know a framer at Pasadena City College. So when I get the painting, then I have them put it because it's the way you frame it, right? If I just put it raw, then it's not going to have the value. But once I frame it, it brings up the value of the art.
And I'm sure there's internationally buyers for that kind of art. You see, you have your buyers are international.
I mean, right now there've been more of the colleges because I
Oh,
curate and that's how I monetize it. I haven't really. I'm still learning that because it's different selling film to
okay.
selling art. So it's like 3 years. Like I'm really. I mean, it's on the website where anybody in the world could buy it. But I think you have to like. Even with that, you got to build your brand. And what's been more is curating like Haitian art shows at colleges. But I think what my next thing is probably trying to bring them in like institutions like hospitals, like in those I think where they already have art or they already have an art budget. I think that's where I'm going to try to focus on, different. Oh, maybe they're in the Haitian community or not, but they already have a budget and they already buy art anyway. I mean,
And you,
I've been seeing different art people. That's what kind of what they do. So yeah, you always have to like pivot as an artist, and it's how you sell art and film can be different. And you just learn. I mean, you always have to learn new things
okay,
especially
and
if you want to do.
as for the film, so you make most of the money on that one day, and then if you do it a week, of course, there'll be more entry in person.
Yep, exactly. You make most money, and you make some money. What I realized, I've been doing some research is doing the educational distribution. Like we have 7 films at Greenwell College in Iowa. So I think I'm gonna focus on putting more in museums and in colleges that and do more film series instead of one-offs where you just do it one time.
Yeah,
So I mean that's my focus of bringing um, and
bringing.
getting them into the colleges, and then eventually having online where people could just see them.
Mhm.
But I think at museums and at colleges, like people are used to new ideas a lot more, um, then I think I could do direct to buyer. But I think establishing in the educational sector, then try to focus on the consumer sector.
Tell me about one film that you think is going to be the most striking this year that you saw and
Um,
everybody agreed it's the best.
oh, Mountains. We just showed at Pasadena City College. It's an amazing film. Um, it's just like I've seen that film probably 4 times already, and every time you see it, it's just so deep. It's about a demolition worker who destroys other homes, and he realized that he's destroying his own family home in Miami in particular in the Haitian American community. So just and Monica Sorrell, the director, did an amazing job of showing like a love through a Haitian American family in contemporary times. So that's definitely going to be there. We have another film is Kidnapping. I've seen it a couple times, and that film is actually shot in Haiti with Gilbert, with like Haitian actors and Haitian and actors from the diaspora. It's is talking about kidnapping, but it's still done in a way that there's humanity in it, right? And it's just not um just negative.
Yeah.
But that's another great film. We have some more surprise. There's some great films because these films are traveling to Cannes in Europe and winning. These Haitian films are doing. These filmmakers are doing phenomenal work. So
Remind me the date, August what? August 17th?
August 16th.
16th.
Yep,
And that'll be in LA.
I'll be in LA. I'll be in Hollywood at the Bonsall Gallery Theater.
Bonzo. Okay. That should be fun. I mean, you invite the international producers and you give prizes too?
Yeah, I do. So I give a best narrative, best innovative film. Um, then a best short film, and we give a best documentary.
Yeah.
Then we do a Haitian diaspora award, somebody doing phenomenal work within the community. Then we give a Haitian community award, like somebody who's just like an unsung hero that's done a lot for our community. So we implemented that in the I think last year.
Hmm.
So this is our second year of doing that, and we have a surprise Haitian Beauty Award. So I think it's honoring these people, these filmmakers, and these business people who are doing phenomenal who are doing phenomenal work for our community, and hopefully to stimulate other Haitian creative business people to continue to carry on the baton and do the work. So I think when they see people being acknowledged, they're like, "Oh, I could do this," and it's an environment that we can network, and filmmakers can do their second and third films. And I really love to see like these filmmakers now who've came to the film and now they're collaborating with each other in different projects. Like Bashir Sylvain, our host, um, he has a new film out. So that's that he collaborated with another filmmaker that was in the film festival maybe 2 years ago. So I love to see that. That then I know my impact is working because that's what I wanted. I didn't want us to always feel isolated. Working in these different studios because I met when I'm worked at Paramount, worked in the mailroom. I met different Haitians in different departments, but I didn't. Me. I think with the film festival is a way of having community be a place that was not competitive, and we can collaborate and make, and people just love Haiti. Either they're friends of Haiti or actual the Haitian diaspora, or just like sometimes our elders who they want to see nostalgic films. They haven't been to Haiti in 40 years, so they
Wow.
want to do something that reminds them of Haiti, and
Do you
that's
have a
why.
lot of historical film, this history of Haiti, for example, that goes back centuries ago?
Yes. So we do have historical. I mean, being a professor, we definitely have the historical and just the cultural aspect. Um, and even things that other Haitians don't get to see. There was one film called Roots,
Yeah.
uh, and it was about this son that was his dad was a Protestant preacher, so he was all against voodoo as a culture. But until he went to Benin and he saw a statue of Toussaint, and he was like, "How could this be negative when there's a picture of Toussaint, one of the revolutionaries from Haiti, that's in Benin in Africa?" Then he started looking at it differently from what he was taught by his dad, being a pastor, um, and he started learning more about like Haitian voodoo. And yeah, so I mean, just like some of these filmmakers are having epiphanies.
So yeah, and you have a French name, Constant.
We, yes.
So did you look up your genealogy and find out who was your grandfather?
I have, I mean, I got it from the Haitian perspective, but I didn't. I mean, I see Benjamin Constant. I think he was like some like intellectual, but I never really went, yeah, because it showed,
There's a
you know,
website, genealogy.org.
I did. I didn't haven't done Gina. I did something else, but it went into. I think when we got, at least when we got there from, I think we got there in the 1850s. But I think that's something I would. look more into.
So you
Um,
have a little bit, you probably have French blood in you because of your
Definitely,
name, right?
yes, yeah. My mom definitely told it because my mom, actually spoke French and everything. So I'll definitely, because I know the one of the generals in Haiti was definitely a constant, but to look on French side, I haven't done that yet. To look like what um,
Are there
you
a
know
lot of French left in Haiti?
there. I think they are. I mean French. I mean there's a lot of French names, so I'm pretty sure. I mean they still. I mean there's 40,000 non-Haitian who still live in it. I don't know. You know what I mean? They do have. If you go to Jacquil,
Yeah.
there's a lot of non-Europeans or French or Canadians or people from Switzerland. That like most of the gallery owners are not Haitian.
Oh, okay.
Like when I went interviewed, they're from Switzerland. They're the Monet family. They're Syrian. So yeah, and they've been in Haiti for like since the 50s, or more. Because you got to see like even with uh, the Jewish having an independent state, Haiti was the last vote for them to be like Israel and stuff. So Haiti's always been there for other countries that were going through any kind of turmoil. Their door was always open. You
Haiti
know.
now, because it has been rebuilt after the earthquake, has
Mhm.
probably a lot of construction company based in Haiti. I
Yep.
mean, from United States or maybe from Europe. It depends where the donors were from to rebuild it. I don't.
No, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of construction companies. I mean, Haiti has 10,000 NGOs for a population of 11 million people. So it just shows you like how many. I mean, that's why the rent is like in Port-au-Prince is super high. Or you a lot of Haitians don't like own the galleries because it's so expensive that foreign NGOs can spend like 4 or 5 thousand and live in a villa that
Wow.
you're regular. Because when I was there, I had to go rent an apartment, and it was like, it was like, okay, this is Haiti, but the upper class who's
They
has a lot of
went.
economic power are
Oh,
not. You can go
because
to
they went to tourists.
yeah, they went to tourists. So a lot of that, or just like if you go to the higher in Petroville, the Haitian middle class and above, you can be. My wife is Mexican. You could be at certain of the supermarkets, and there'll be few people of color in there. It'll be
Oh,
all international. So I think how America looks at the Caribbeans and how the Caribbean is actually structured. You know what I mean? A lot of other cultures are they have their own private schools.
I
You know what I mean?
know.
That
So when you
it's
went there,
just different than what,
the cost of living was super high when you went there, right? To like, did you buy very expensive food or there was some reasonably priced
No,
food?
it wasn't. The food wasn't really. It was reasonably priced when I went there,
Oh,
and
okay.
I mean, but I mean, Ocab, you know what I mean. I'm in a even for us like Helly is segregated in a way. Like you may stay in the black middle class area, right?
Yeah.
Then you don't stay where the affluent stay. So there's a very a different class dynamic
Mm.
that you have access to stuff according to your family name, like that matters. Where in America is how much you make. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but in Haiti and the Caribbean, those things, family name and class, um,
Matter.
it does matter.
Oh, yeah, there's different levels because some went to school and some didn't, correct?
Exactly.
The
Yep.
educated and the non-educated.
Hmm.
Is education making progress there?
I think they have to because it's online
It's in
and
French,
everything that's
right?
happened for the earthquake. So if you talk to some of the educators, they're super innovative of going online and um, really making sure, because if you don't educate the next generation, then when you're going to get your citizens, I think school is really important. I mean, and we would love to like get our films into the schools. I think not getting our work into like the NGOs, because the NGOs, they're nonprofits who are like fighting for the same funding, so they're not really into like showcasing different narratives.
So the education's in French and Haitian, or is it
Oh,
English?
I think it's both. I mean, some of them have some English, but I think it's mostly. I mean, it's a French. It
French.
was
It's a
French.
French colony.
It's a French colony. I mean, you have some Creole. I mean, only Creole only got popular like in the '80s. It's recent, like '83. But everything, if you go to court, everything's official. It's still in French, and that's all the Caribbeans. Like you go to Jamaica, it's British English. It's not patois. You know, that's what the local people speak. You know what I mean? But not. I mean, when you go into government and school, and what I mean, that's still they still operating within those laws of French colonial
Yeah,
system.
everything that administrative is all in French. Like if you go
Mhm.
banks, hospitals, it's French.
All of that. It's like in America, like everything's like
English.
English. Is English law, is English common law. So you're not, even when you're dealing with contracts, you're
Yeah,
doing
it's all in
British.
French.
It's all in French, or I think the middle class they end up speaking English because English is just a global language.
Hmm.
So if you're in business, you're gonna learn that. But I think for the longest, I think the French was like where the middle class was educated, even in other countries. It was always the language of the elites. I don't. What I mean, it was the language of
The second language. Did
second
you
language.
did you ever um, get the Haitian nationality or just the American one?
No, I just got. I tried. It never worked. My mom went. We went to the embassy in New York, and it just never. It never worked out because I wanted to do the dual citizenship.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Yeah, I went to New York and did that. Then when I went to DC, yeah, I got my passport. I went through all the procedure, but it didn't work out. But you know,
Even though your mother has a Haitian passport.
no, she had permanent because she came here when she was a teenager. So I think
Oh,
she had permanent resident. So that's the one that she had. So I guess that is it's not like a hate, but it's permanent resident. So
okay.
she
And
came
she
here in the
became an American.
Yeah, she's Haitian. I mean, she's like hate to her Haitian to the like my grandma actually became American citizen, but my mom never did. I think she still kept her Haitian. She had the permanent like
She
it's
permanent. Yeah, she's a permanent resident,
yeah.
but she lives in the United States.
No, my mom actually passed away. So she passed away in Port-au-Paix in Haiti.
Oh,
Um,
sorry to hear that. So she was fairly young then.
yeah, yeah, she was for in her 60, yeah, late like in her 60s. So yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that. So anyway, at least she left a legacy, a beautiful son, and I don't know, she might have more children,
Yeah,
right?
and she has three. I have three sisters. So
Oh,
yeah, she was able to lead and just always tell me just to show a positive image of Haiti. And yeah, I'm doing the screenplay about her, Dear Mama. So it's about a Haitian immigrant who leaves an abusive relationship in New York and raises in California. That's how I got to
oh,
LA.
yeah, you can do some research on your family background and
Yeah, I'm doing some research on that. Um,
make a
yeah,
beautiful
no,
movie.
so it's been and her passing away in Haiti, like she was like after she raises, she was like she always wanted to go home. She was that generation who were like, once you guys are raised and you guys are doing well in your careers, she always wanted to go back home.
And she did.
She did, yeah. So, but it gave me a super connection with Haiti, like going there and seeing how, like in New Orleans, how they send somebody off in Haiti, and you're like, man, it was so nice to see her being like celebrated even she was gone. So it just
They have the Mardi Gras there, right?
yeah, it's great. It's yeah, I and I went back and I because I didn't want that to be my last memory of Haiti, of my mom passing away. So I went to there was a Haitian tourism, and I was able to speak on a panel and go to OCOP, and I just wanted to have a different my last memory in Haiti. I wanted it to be like just different experience, and yeah, I think that's what helped me make the film Haiti is a Nation of Artists. That's how I dealt with the grief
Yeah,
of
she's
putting my
probably
work back into the
looking down on you and being proud of what you're doing. Um,
yeah.
so it's good that you bring her legacy back to light, uh, and that you work on the Haitian culture and everything else that you're gonna go and go through as the festival moves forward. So it's a great initiative. It's like planting a seed that's gonna grow and grow and grow, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's been great. And sometimes me traveling, I met this artist when I was in New York, and she's actually doing a bottle for my mom and my nephew. Whereas took two images of my mom and she's decorating on her bottle. And so it's like, she just sent it to me I think today or yesterday is like beautiful. And I was like, these are ways that when I have an art exhibit, I could have her there, I could have her at home, I could have my net. So I think sometimes, and then the artist challenged me. I had this one angelic image of my mom being this wedding. She goes, but we need a contemporary image of her being a woman. You know what I mean? Of her like
You
living
have
her life.
pictures of her, and
Yeah,
you can make a movie, a documentary.
that's what I'm going to do. That's the next. I'm setting my time up so I can, because I wrote 30 pages already, but I just need time to reflect and kind of.
You got to interview your sisters
Yep.
and her nephews and nieces,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
family. See if they have memory of her. Hmm.
Yeah. They no, I need. I'm really happy to do that, and I think you just have to be in the proper headspace.
Call
So I
it
think,
memory of my mother or memories of my mom, and
yeah,
that would be a hit movies.
yeah, I'm ready. Yeah,
Because people get touched
yeah, I'm ready for that to
when
happen.
people
It's
remember
it's beautiful,
and
that you get to acknowledge um
your family.
when people have done the contributions they've made, and yeah, I'm really happy and honored and just continue to do the work, and open doors is supposed to open. I put it in God's hands sometimes. In that, I learned that from her a lot. Like, do the
So you
work,
do have family in Haiti.
huh?
You do have family in Haiti. Do you have family in Haiti?
Yes, I do. Actually, in Porta Pay, yes, they took care of my mom when
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 she
her
went
last
there?
year or so when she was in Haiti. So it's nice to. I need to be more in communication with them, but no, it's nice that that you have roots that you can go back to. I don't know, or a family you can talk to, and they want to hear from you. You know, and it's so great. Like they actually like own a hotel, so we got to stay at the hotel in Porter Pay, and it was just like seeing family that they know you for generate or they everybody looks like you're in an environment like and being in California. Of course, that's rare, but being a place where she was born, um, yeah, it just gives you your roots back in a sense. It gives you like um
You feel like you're home when you're there.
yeah, exactly. I feel like when I'm there, I'm around there. Hey, I feel like I'm home, and
What kind of food they cook for you?
oh man, the food is so wonderful. I'll say like they make you
The prawns and the
fish,
shrimp.
the plantain, the jiri the black rice, the we have one lady out here we always have her make food for the film festival, Carmen. Um, so yeah, she makes
Haitian food.
like the food that reminds you. You taste it, you feel like you're in Haiti. You know, so it's just great to eat. eat all the different foods that we have, and just feel like you're home. And I think that's what the art does for you. The it transplants you home out of the art or the food.
Yeah,
But
you
it,
should open
think
a Haiti restaurant in New York. I mean, in LA.
I think filmmaking takes a lot of time,
Yeah, you
and
don't
I'm
have
not
time
a great
for.
cook like that. It will have to be somebody who's a great cook.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can hire people. Yeah, bring people from Haiti to LA.
Definitely, we do. Good that we do have a good cook here, so we definitely have her. Whenever we have family gatherings, um, we always have her food because her food is just phenomenal. Um, yeah, and no, it's great to be able to bring, and that's what my mom was always about. She like make it a home, make the film festival home where, she was like, you're not gonna spend the night. So if your friends come over, come to our house, and I'll make them Haitian food or make them. So that's how a lot of people were introduced through Haiti was through my mom in my home. Or when I
And
worked production, she would cook for them. So
what part of your festival
you
is
know,
in Spanish? Because you work with someone who speaks Spanish, you said. Is there a lot of Spanish film in your festival?
no, there's only a couple. I mean, it just if there's a film in there, maybe be like one or two. Like we had one. I think Eric. She's half. Her dad's African American. Her mom is Mexican. So she did a film about Haitians in Mexico. So
Okay.
then her film was it was in Spanish, but had English subtitle.
Okay. Okay.
Another
Got
film,
it.
like that's what she does. She just does films about um, the black experience in Mexico.
I
So
see.
and you just go down to Tijuana. Like I drove down to San Diego, and I did like a film workshop. But it was great because one, there's Haitians in Mexico now, but they had three translators. They had the Spanish translator, English, and a Haitian Creole.
Yeah.
So
And
when I was
so you
doing my
made
presentation,
she
there was
made a
somebody
film out
like
of it?
doing all the translations in three different languages.
Oh, wow.
So
So most of your films have subtitles.
most of them, I say some of them, not all of them, because if they're in the U.S., then
Oh, then it's
they
in English. Okay.
yeah they say English unless they put Creole in the film because some
Okay.
of because it gives you that I don't know that sauce. It gives you that Haitian like if you have some Creole, have some of the culture in there. I think it's important. I think language is really important.
Yes, sir. Of course. Do you think you can tackle a small part in French?
Oh, let's just
We can try.
let's try. Let's try.
Ok. On va parler en français et avec nous est Jacquil Constant qui organise le festival international de films de Haïti. Et il est avec nous aujourd'hui, il va nous en parler. Bienvenue sur French American TV. Peux-tu nous dire de quoi est fait le festival? C'est toi qui l'as organisé, n'est-ce pas? Tu es le directeur du festival, n'est-ce pas?
Oui,
Oui. Euh,
oui.
et comment as-tu organisé ce festival?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. I can understand it in English, like when you said it. How do you organize the film festival? But for me to say it in French,
It's too
yeah,
tough.
it would be too tough. Yeah,
Okay. So let it go. Next time you spend 3 months in France, you'll be fluent
yes,
again.
I'll be fluid again. Oui,
You have to immerse yourself
you
in the
do. I mean, with language and culture, you
yeah.
have
You
to
have to
immerse
immerse
yourself.
in the language for 3 months, and then you become fluent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a expensive immersion because you have to spend time there, uh,
that's true. And
and that
the
costs.
U.S. and Southern California, Northern California is very expensive. So yeah,
But you can go to southern France city where it's not as expensive, maybe as Paris, and live there for 3 months so you can get the hang of the French language.
Yeah.
But if you go to Haiti, you learn mostly Creole, correct?
No, I mean, it doesn't matter who you're around, right? If the higher social, they're gonna speak French, right? It just depends of where. I mean, if they're multilingual, it's not just like they speak Spanish, they speak French, they speak Haitian Creole. That's how my mom, my grandma, like they speak French and Spanish. So it just matters where you are. But yeah, it's the Caribbean's a little different. They are multilingual. So
Okay, so
you
when
would
you
have,
went there, you met some French people too.
yeah, when I went to Haiti. I mean, who runs the Center of the Art? It's a French lady,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
in Petroville. You know what I mean? The galleries. I'm saying that when you get to the business and the like, then of course there's people from around the world who um who live in Haiti who may send their kids to school in Switzerland, but they come back because
Yeah.
what they're able to have in Haiti, they're able to have a hotel, a gas station. Like for them, Haiti's not bad. Like they're able to do more than they could do in their country
Yeah.
because
And then
economically
after
they're
3 years, they go back to Switzerland or after they do their contract.
no. I mean, they live there. Like
Oh,
I'm
they
saying, people
permanently?
permanently
Oh, okay.
because their money goes so much. Like me shooting my film in Haiti, it goes so much further than if you
Oh,
shoot in the U.S. In the U.S., you know the unions and all that. You don't have that, and I mean, it's not good for everybody. But I'm just saying, if you're well off, your money goes a lot further overseas than
oh
it'll
yeah.
go.
Did you hear about the new administration trying to give tariffs on foreign produced film? I mean, did you hear about that? They say if it's produced overseas, then we're gonna tax them more heavily than if it's produced in the United States. Did you hear about that 2 weeks
I
ago?
haven't heard about that. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to do everything to nationalize everything and make everything, but
He wants to bring filmmakers back in the US.
I I, I don't know how long that's going to be able to work because film is such a global industry.
Yeah,
And how are you going to be able to stop people from going other places?
yeah.
And
They
most of the
they
filmmakers,
don't
like when
want they don't
I went
want
to film
the
festival
local studios
and
like Paramount or the big studios to go and hire cheap labor overseas. That's the idea.
that's Netflix. That's all these big. That's what they do. They even make it now like they don't want to have the international or the global filmmaker there that can make a film in Africa and make a film like no, you just make the
Yeah,
film in
exactly.
Nigeria
So he's
or you can
trying.
make it in the U.S. So
Yeah,
they can control because they don't have to pay him the same if the film's done
yeah, exactly. So he's
or it's
trying
done.
to reverse that tendency to go overseas to produce. So I don't think he's gonna succeed.
I don't think so. It's too. I think film is too much of a global medium for you to. Uh, you can't stop people from traveling. I'm sorry. That's one thing you can't stop people from enjoying culture.
Yeah,
Can't
film
those. I don't care
film is an
what
art.
kind of law you try to pass.
Yeah, artists
Um,
don't care about
People want
nationalities.
to have.
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. People want to go. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna how it's gonna work. That you could put a tariff 50%, but that's gonna be it's only gonna hurt big American companies. How is it gonna hurt the independent where they
mhm.
go shoot in other places? Because they're trying to get their work to a global audience. Sometimes you shoot somewhere else, you get better deals, you get hotels, your money just goes further. I mean, it's just I mean, you would want to shoot in the U.S. sometimes, but sometimes um, it's just there's advantage. I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages, of shooting somewhere else. But I think you're not going to stop a lot of producers, and they've been doing that stuff for years. You know, to for them to unless there's no tax incentives anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, sometimes it's cheaper to go shoot in a foreign country than you could shoot your whole production. You
Yeah.
know, in
Do
Europe
you
or
do
Haiti.
you personally shoot at least one movie per year?
Nah, I mean, I wish. I mean, the documentary it took us 10 years to do, but I shoot other projects. But I shoot something all the time. You know what I mean? They're probably shorter form. Like I have the one I want to do another project about my mom. That's a feature. Features just take more. Documentaries you can piecemeal, shoot, edit, raise money. But narratives, you can't do that. You have to have all the money together. You have to have the money for the actors, for the distribution, for the promotion. So I think you find more people, women, and people who can do documentaries and do them over time. But I think narratives, yeah, you have to have that budget, and you have to be able to get the film out pretty quick.
Yeah, so this is all a matter of money, right? In the end, how many people you
Unless you're
can
getting funded,
afford.
like outside the U.S., you're getting funded by the government, like in Latin America or in Europe, then that's different. You're just getting funded. You're getting funded through the
Exactly.
government.
In France, the government funds movies.
That's what I mean. Here, it's mostly private
Private.
equity.
Private.
It's mostly private, so you have to make your money back to make your next film. So you have a different pressure than what you have in Europe and other countries. So I just depends. I think that's why the nonprofit is our way of like finding different funding for cultural projects that maybe you would not find in industry.
Hmm.
So you gotta, and I think that's the thing of like when you go to Europe and you see that, it allows you to look at America in a different light because you're like, no, there are different ways of like funding. When you go to different countries, yeah, you get influenced and you start seeing, oh, there's other ways to, make an impact.
So your next trip is planned to Haiti next year?
Yeah, I'm planning 2026. Hopefully in June, and or definitely I want to go to. Uh, I know somebody that runs a Haiti Tech Summit. They're in Ghana, so yeah, I want to go to Africa or Haiti. I feel like the last four I haven't been able to really move, or go to Africa or go to Haiti. I would like to do that um, next year, 2026, and
You can bring your cameraman with you and everything.
yeah, yeah, I will do that, but I will start working on this new documentary, Haiti as a Nation of Artists, but from a woman's perspective. So I want to interview like educators, artists, curators, these women who's been really beneficial of me being able to have my films at colleges, universities. It's been mostly women at these institutions who, yeah, the Fowler Museum.
Do you plan on going also in rural areas of Haiti rather than just the tourist areas? Do you plan on going all over the Haiti area?
I don't have that since I wasn't born there. I mean, I would try. I can get footage. I can. I haven't. Yeah, I'm a city boy. Brooklyn to LA to Port-au-Prince. I've been, but I think it gets harder for you if you're not like from the city. Like it's easier for me to move around like Petroville or Port-au-Prince because it's people from the city or people from the diaspora. But when you go into rural areas, you're gonna get charged. I went to Jacquil. It's different because they know you're not from there.
Oh,
Even if
okay.
you're Haitian, it's like it's I that's the experience when I went further deep or out of the city.
In
Yeah,
general, people from Haiti, are they nice or are they not nice?
they are nice. No, generally, yeah. No, I didn't have a problem at all when I was in Haiti. It was like,
They don't hate foreigners, do they?
I mean, that's why I keep coming back to Haiti. It's just the love that was shown to me. I became a curator, award-winning filmmaker. A lot of things happened because of that experience I had in Haiti of just seeing like people were limited resources make amazing stuff. So I didn't have an excuse when I came back to the US.
Mm-hmm.
And I think seeing artisans like older Haitian artists, creating great work made me like in America, the system's like if you're not famous by you're 30, like your career is over. It gives you that pressure. But going to a place like Haiti where you see like older artists having an impact and creating work. So I think yeah, that's what probably made me become a curator because it wasn't like in America. It's just what you produce. And if you could, but when you go to Haiti, I think maybe that French influence. It's a different. It's like let's have a discussion. Let's have a debate. So I think it just gave me more ways to be creative. Being in an environment that was just more. I don't know, just more open to art. I mean, that's why the film's called Haiti is a Nation of Artists because art is just everywhere when you go there. You know, um, there's just an appreciation for it. I mean, from music to art to film. Yeah, so like when you're in a place that gives you that energy that's part of your tribe, it keeps you encouraged. You have a home,
That's right.
and I think when you have a home, you create differently when you have a home.
That's
You can
so art and film is a major industry there
yes,
after
I'll say
Hollywood.
definitely probably more after Hollywood, but I mean they make the most black art in the world in Haiti. You got to see in the Caribbean, the population is 30 million. It's 20 million on that one island. On the Dominican side, I think there are like 10 or 11, and there's 10, 11 on Haiti. So it's 20 million on that one island. So they produce a lot. You know, it's just like it's not showcased. That's what we're trying to do with the film festival to showcase
What do you
the
mean
work
20 million people on that island?
on that island. Hispanic, yes, there's 20 million on that one island. The
Hmm.
Spanish and the French. Yeah,
In Dominican, you said?
Dominican. Yeah, because look at Jamaica's only like 3 million. A lot of other islands are very small,
And
but those are
Haiti is how
one of
many?
the huh?
Haiti
Dominican
is
is like I think they're like 10.
10 million?
I think they're both at probably like 11 million. So they're probably 22 million.
Oh,
So
okay. So it's getting
so
bigger
8
and
million
bigger.
is the rest. No, it's getting bigger and bigger. So then you have another 1.3 million in the U.S. Then you have Haitians in France and Dominic. There's 2 million in the Dominican. I think there's 90,000 in France. I mean, they're all over. You know.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
man,
Maybe we'll bring more people to Haiti and bring the economy, I mean, more money into the economy. When we visit, it's good to encourage
it
tourism.
is. It's just the cultural tourism. People spend two to $3,000 when you go fly somewhere. You stay in a hotel. You go to museums. That's different than your local person who lives there, right?
That's right. And that money goes into the people living there.
It goes right into the people living there because you go into their hotels. You go buy from the local artisans because you want to bring trinkets back home. So it does, it does
S-
make a difference when
Yeah, it stimulates the economy there.
it relates to the economy. Like I get guy whenever they see I have a post, they're like, "Can you buy some art for me?" So when they see it, so yeah, the guys are
And
they're
people
very
people there have a lot of children, correct?
yeah,
People in
yeah.
Haiti.
I mean, it's a lot of yeah, yeah. I think it's yes. It's very warm. There's not yeah. It's a different environment than the U.S. where you're working all the time. You have time to reflect, and that's why you got so many artists because it's the cost of living is cheaper.
And
But
they go to the beach
they go to the beach. Yeah, they have a different like.
lifestyle. Yeah,
How many times Americans go to the beach? This is summertime. We're
they
working
don't.
all the. We
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. Americans, even if they live in LA, they don't go to the beach. Only people in Santa Monica go. But the
Santa Monica, Long Beach, Laguna. People who live in the beach cities,
yeah,
they go.
but
But
not the LA area.
yeah, a lot of them because they're caught up in they're in urban city life.
Yeah,
Urban versus, and it's just like, are you in the suburbs? Like people are more of like the region they stay. Are you in Pasadena? So you close to the mountains and the hills? Are you by the beach? And where they are, and people don't really. Some people don't get it, but us artists, we get out of those areas. You know, we go to the beach, we go to different places because we're always dealing with different answers. Like almost the flaneurs, we got to go to different environments to do our work.
yeah.
You know, like we're talking, I'm in LA, you're in San Francisco. That's not foreign to an artist, but to a regular person, they may not like, why would I do that? You're like, well, it's a different demographic and it's, we're here to show.
I find San Francisco more fun than LA
Oh, you do?
because
Well,
people in LA are in their cars and people in San Francisco walk. So you meet more people on the street in San Francisco.
well, we have to come down to LA and I tell you, well, we have a lot of parties, we have a lot of events. It's just like you just have to know
Where
the
to
people.
go?
You just have to know where to go
Oh, okay.
because there's
Okay,
just
well,
every. That's what I love about LA. Every night you could do something.
really?
Every night of the week there's. Yeah, one of my friends called me see a new movie. I went on Monday. There's so much culture that's here. You
Oh,
just
wow.
kind of have.
Well, it's good to
Yeah,
know. Maybe I didn't see that part of LA. But it's very, very instructive to talk to you about Haiti because we hear about it on the news and that's about it. I mean, a
yeah.
trip from LA to Haiti is probably $800 or more.
You're on the money. It's true. It's about, yeah. You fly from here and you go to Fort Lauderdale. It's about $700-800. If you
Really?
if you do it early, I mean, it could be even cheaper. But if you wait the last minute, then it can be like 12, 1300.
Yeah.
But you can get
But
it
during the year is around that price round trip or one way or is it both?
round trip.
Round
Yeah,
trip.
that's it's not bad. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
fly to LA, go to Fort Lauderdale, go to Old Cop. Yeah, no, I mean, when I used to go more, we would stay there for 3, 4 weeks. We'll stay there for like for some time because we have family in Haiti that don't know.
Oh, that
So
will house you.
yeah, that houses. So that was great. That's how I really was able to curate because I was in Haiti for a month. You know,
Oh,
I was able to see what the community is like. Go to the restaurants, go to the what I mean, go see how the locals like. So then when
then
you
you
got to put,
get don't get too comfortable, and then when you come back here, it's like back to work.
that's exactly what it is. When you come back, you have somebody to make your food, all that, somebody to drive you around. That's not in the U.S. No more driving. You're driving yourself. The
Yeah, and over
driver.
there they
Uh,
spend what they spend like 3 hours at the beach at least. I mean, they love to rest and relax and take naps and stuff like that.
it's a totally different world.
It's
You know.
a slow pace work.
Yeah, it's slow paced, but they get things done. They work. They get a lot of work done. Like I have so much art from Haiti that's like they're not even framed. That I have to do another show. But yeah, they. It's a different life. I think
Do
it's a
you,
breath of
if you
fresh air.
send an email to Haiti, do they take like 3 days to even answer?
Yeah, I think it depends. Are they in business? It's like who are you communicating? But I mostly like communicate with people on like WhatsApp or a phone or a text. I don't really send. I mean, because that's what I tried to do when I was doing the
Oh,
documentary. I sent
text and
email
phone? Okay, that's more effective then.
more effective because I went and nobody answered my email. But when
All
I was
right.
there,
All right, that's what I heard.
it's a very in person, and somebody has to introduce you.
Yeah.
It's a very old networking friend, like that type of environment. But if somebody introduces you, they're all open arms.
Oh, okay. Okay,
You know,
no,
so that's
because
why.
I heard sometimes they don't even open their mail for a month because they are at the beach or it's not important. But if you introduce to someone, then he recognize your name and
Exactly.
and answer.
They'll answer and they will go to email because I got artists that are in Haiti. But I think another thing is it's just all the it's the relationship, you know. But if you have a go between
Hmm.
and I mean, but that works in the U.S. too.
Yeah, they have WhatsApp, right? Do they have
With the what
WhatsApp
I
for
learned
your
in Haiti,
phone?
it applies to the U.S. It's always they let you in according to who's recommends, who's their
Exactly.
friend.
Yeah,
So it
exactly.
so if you could, it's like you say you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. If you can get through a Haitian network, you can get it anywhere. This is not easy. They don't just let anybody, you know. They're not just like in the U.S. You could buy your way in.
Yeah.
It's very class based. It's not really you can buy your, you know, somebody has to recommend you.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, I think, but if you have somebody, it's better that you have somebody refer you or talk to this person, then they'll return your call back. I mean, they respond if you know you speak their language, you kind of
So
know what they need. So yeah, but I think WhatsApp is a lot faster way of anybody international. I don't care if they're in France, in Europe, WhatsApp has always been a better way for me to like, especially
communicate.
from filmmakers. When I need them to give me material, I go on WhatsApp and they respond. I send the email, they won't respond, but on WhatsApp,
They,
Instagram, they'll respond.
all
You know,
right. Yeah, good to know. Good to know. So, yeah, we have been chatting for a while, but I'm sure there's more to say. But if you ever want to talk about your festival, just shoot me a text on LinkedIn and I will invite you if you want to talk about the festival. But after the festival in August, I just want to say thank you for accepting my invitation. It has been a pleasure and very enlightening to talk to you. And I hope you have a super successful festival this year in August. Thank you so much.
thank you, and thanks, Aline, for having me on your show, and and you're invited if you want to come to LA in August. You're having passed, so I think it's important, and that's what I love about this film festival in our culture. Like it's been open to so many, it's opened so many different doors.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, uh, from Khan to here to French students. So it's been, and I remember when I took up to like French two. I probably wouldn't have made this film if I didn't take French two when I was in college, but
I have to
now.
say one thing. Your website is very well built. Is almost better than the San Francisco International Film Festival website. You go to our local San Francisco website, it's terrible, but your website is 10 times better.
Thank you so much. That's an honor because we put a lot of work into it. Yeah, the Small Business Development Center.
I guess a lot of people in San Francisco went their own way after the pandemic and they let it go to pots, like they
No, they just
say.
let it go.
They don't take
Yeah,
it
I mean,
that
I would if
seriously. But yeah, maybe they will come back to
maybe they
normal.
will. Maybe they will. No, well, let me know. I mean, if you have any connections with any San Francisco film festivals,
Yeah,
because you said you
yeah.
um
I'll keep you
sure.
in my mind. Yes, for sure, for sure. I'll keep you in my
Yeah.
mind now that I have met you. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you so much. Au
Bye.
revoir.
Au revoir.